So today I'm going to be taking some shots around Hunstanton Beach using the Lumix S1 and some Canon Glass. And yes, I did just say Canon Glass on a Lumix body. It's all thanks to this Sigma's MC-21 adapter, which is going to allow me to use those EF lenses on an L mount body. So what does the Sigma MC-21 do? Well, it sits between the Lumix camera body and the Canon DSLR lens, allowing the two to be used together and also maintaining features like autofocus and the passing of EXIF data from the lens to the camera body. An LED indicator on the side of the converter shows whether the attached lens is compatible and whether a lens firmware update is available for best performance when using a Sigma lens. This compact accessory weighs less than 200 grams and is just a few centimeters thick. Built to a very high quality, a tripod adapter on the bottom allows the setup to be pleasingly mounted at this point for better balance if required with longer or heavier lenses. This can be removed if wanted. Now, Sigma say that this adapter will support all of their art and sports range of lenses in EF mounts, and it'll also support many Canon optics as well. Not every lens is supported, so if you have a particular one in mind that you want to make sure is going to work with this camera, I would still probably recommend going and checking out a more in-depth review and making sure that they are compatible. But most optics, just like this 17-40 that I'm using today, are compatible with this device when using the adapter. Now, this opens up lots and lots of options for Lumix shooters who are maybe, not that inspired by the existing range of L-mount lenses that are native to the camera. Canon is famous for its massive lens range and the quality that they can produce. Now you're going to be able to use those optics with this device. Or perhaps you're a Canon shooter who wasn't totally won over by the RP. You might want to consider one of these Lumix cameras now because you'll still be able to use your existing investment in lenses. So in true British seaside style, we've just gone from some lovely sun to rain. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about the image quality which this adapter produces. Now, this adapter has no optical element. It's pretty much just a spacer with electronic contacts. And for that reason, there's very little degradation to the image quality, which is getting projected onto the sensor. Whatever image quality you're used to getting with these lenses on their native bodies, you're pretty much going to get when using this adapter on the S1 or the S1R. Certainly today, I've been nothing but pleased with the results that I've been getting. The sensor in the S1 is capable of some fantastic image quality, and being able to pair it with some respected Canon Glass is really pleasing indeed. The sensor-based stabilization of the S1 and the S1R can still be used when using this adapter for sharp handheld shots, although it's recommended that you turn off any lens-based stabilization when doing so, or alternatively, utilize that and turn off the in-body stabilization. Sigma have said that additionally the adapter supports correction functions like peripheral illumination. Now, there is one drawback to this adapter, and it's when it comes to focusing. Using single shot focusing, it does a fairly good job. Occasionally it hunts a little bit more than when using a lens natively, but it will find focus normally pretty accurately and with an acceptable speed. However, when it comes to continuous focusing, it's just not an option, unlike on Sigma's MC-11 adapter for Sony. Now, that's going to be a real problem if you normally shoot sports or wildlife subjects, less so perhaps if you shoot landscapes and portraits mainly, but if you're a sports and wildlife shooter, it's pretty much going to mean that this adapter is dead in the water. There's been a bit of discussion online about how well the S1 and S1R's face and eye detection features will or won't work when using this adapter, but who really cares? If it's not going to adjust focus automatically when it detects one on its own as the subject moves, well, you may as well just use single shot most of the time anyway. With no USB input for updates like the MC-11 adapter, it's also currently unclear how much support for these autofocus features will come in the future. Now, the appeal of adapters like this is the flexibility that they give to photographers to really start embracing lenses which weren't intended for their system originally. And you know, this Sigma adapter is going to do that perfectly, allowing people to make use of Canon Glass on their owl mount bodies. Now, the one gripe that I really have with it, and it's the gripe I imagine just about everyone's going to have with it, is that lack of continuous focusing support. If you're a sports or wildlife shooter, you know, it's going to mean it's just not usable. Like I already said, you know, portraits, landscapes, perhaps you're a videographer who prefers to manually focus, it's going to open up lots and lots of options. But for other users, it's really going to be a frustration. So I guess whether it's going to appeal to you is going to come down to the kind of thing that you normally shoot. For more information about the MC-21, visit lcegroup.co.uk.